right, we'll do a few more of our log property problems. We did one that we were expanding with, we had multiplication. Let's try a different one. Let's try one that uses some different rules. So here's my example. I've got log base 6 of the cube root of x over 36y to the 4th power. Now the first thing you want to do is identify everything that you have. In this case, on top, I have a cube root, which I know I can rewrite as x to the 1/3 power. So I'm just going to come over here and write that as x to the 1/3 power. And down on bottom, I have 36 being multiplied by y to the 4th. And the entire thing is a quotient. So I am going to expand this using my log properties. So I first am going to write log x to the 1/3 power. That takes care of my top piece. I'm going to have to subtract from that the bottom piece, which is log, oh sorry, this is all log base 6. Log base 6 of 36 plus log base 6 of y to the 4th. Now I want to fix anything that I can, and again I have exponents which will be moved to the front by power rule. So this is going to be 1/3 log base 6x. I have this negative which I can distribute to both of these logs, and that way I can get rid of the parentheses. So it'll be minus log base 6 of 36 minus log base 6, oh, this 4 is going to move to the front, so it'll be minus 4 log base 6 of y. Now there's one more thing that you want to simplify on this, and that is this piece right here. A logarithm is essentially asking you 6 to the what power would give you 36. Or if I were to rewrite this exponentially, it would be 6 to the x equals 36. And so I want to know, what would this x value be? Well, it would be 2. That means this entire thing can be replaced with minus 2. So I actually have 1/3 log base 6 of x minus 2 minus 4 log 6 of y. And that has been completely expanded. Now, they're going to ask you to do the reverse, which is to condense these things. So let's start with one and condense it. So they'll give you something like, let's do a simple one first. They'll give me something like now, first of all, in order to condense, you must have like bases on your logarithms, which I do. These are both 4s. So now they are separated by addition, which means I'm going to put them all together into one logarithm with my product rule. So it's going to end up log base 4 of 2 times 32, which can be simplified to log base 4 of 64. Now in this case, log base 4 of 64 happens to give me a value. If we wanted to rewrite this exponentially, it would be 4 to the x power is 64. So 4 raised to what power would give you 64? And that's 3. So this is 3. Now let's try one that's a little bit more challenging and that maybe doesn't result in a number. So let's start with log of 4x minus 3 minus log x. Now in this case, there is no base written on either one of these. Anytime you encounter one like this is known as common log, and it's really log base 10. But anytime it's log base 10, they don't write the 10 there, so we just call it common log, and we just know that both of these are log base 10 because they don't have a base written. On your calculator, your log button on the front of the calculator is in fact doing log base 10. Okay, so I've got 2 logarithms separated by subtraction. I can put these together into one logarithm, common log or log base 10, of the first value divided by the second value. Because they were separated by subtraction, you put them together with quotient rule. So that's how you condense things. Some of the ones that are going to show up in the computer are a little bit more complicated, so let's do one more. Just so you are prepared that there will be some harder ones. Let's try Okay, so I've got 4 log base 3 of x minus 2 log base 3 of 6 minus 1/2 log base 3 of y. The first thing I want to take care of is these values that are in front. These coefficients are actually exponents. So I'm going to move them back up. That'll be my first order of business. So I'll have log base 3 of x to the 4th minus log base 3 of 6 squared minus log base 3 of y to the 1/2. Now I want to fix the fact that I have these subtraction. And if you think back to one that we did earlier, it looks like I have distributed a negative and that both of these pieces are going to be on bottom and this piece will be on top. So I'll have log base 3 of x to the 4th over 6 squared y to the 1/2. Now while that's a correct answer, I think in the computer you have to put back the radical over this one. So you're actually going to put log base 3 x to the 4th over 36, because that's 6 squared, square root y. And that would be your final answer. So now we have both expanded and condensed logarithms. We'll do another video for the remainder of this.